Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading today may apply to everyone. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What do we need to know about what's going on with this person? The Eight of Wands. I love it when the Eight of Wands shows up, especially when it leads the way. And that is how this reading is starting today. The Eight of Wands is all about getting things moving here in the situation between you and your person. It is about things getting unstuck because the Eight of Wands is a card of movement. Things breaking free. Things getting moving. But the Eight of Wands is also a card of communication. And that would be two-way communication coming from your person towards you so that you guys can start having conversations, because that is how this relationship needs to be built. Or rebuilt, rather, because you can't start rebuilding until this communication starts coming from your person. How long has it been since you guys have heard from them? There's some people out there that haven't heard from their person in a very long time, and just curious how long it's been for some of you out there in terms of when you've had communication from your person. But the bottom line with this Eight of Wands is things are about to start changing here. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to know? This is the Six of Swords. Well, the Six of Swords is another card of communication because the Six of Swords is about technology and receiving some sort of communication from your person via phone, via text, via message, email, however you guys communicate. The Six of Swords also tells us your person is leaving things in the past. It is about them learning the life lessons that they've needed to grow and evolve and become a better person, to become the partner that you need them to be. It is about leaving all of that nasty, icky stuff in the past, leaving it behind and going to a place where things are lighter and brighter. Because if you look at this figure on the card, she's really going towards this lightness that comes with that Eight of Wands. That is about getting things unstuck and getting things moving. Now, this is interesting because the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands are also cards of travel. So perhaps you guys out there watching the reading today are thinking about taking a trip. Is anyone traveling? Is anyone going somewhere? Because that's very supportive with these two cards individually, but especially because they're side by side. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages are coming through? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? This is the Seven of Wands. Well, this is about your person finding the courage to make their way back to you. It is about your person finding the courage and the strength within them to pick up the phone and start talking. The Seven of Wands is a card that tells us your person is willing to do what it takes. They will fight that good fight and make their way back to you and get these conversations happening between the two of you so you can start rebuilding this relationship. This Seven of Wands is a card that tells us your person wants to fight for you and for this relationship, which is why they're going to start talking. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to hear about what's going on with this person? This is the Five of Cups. Well, the Five of Cups tells us your person misses you, and they are feeling this heaviness, this loss, this sadness, this melancholy, because you are not in their life at the moment. And that could be the very thing that's causing them to say, you know what, it's time to talk. It is time to start having conversations with each other, because they miss talking to you. They miss laughing with you. They miss doing a lot of things with you. Actually, this person misses everything about you, especially with this Five of Cups being present. This is a card of longing. It's a card of your person missing you, but it's also a card that tells us they are feeling the heavy weight, for creating this disconnect, for running, for ghosting, for not communicating with you when they should have, when you reached out to them and they ignored you. What a horrible, rude, mean thing to do. That is not an adult way to handle anything, just to ignore someone. You could have a conversation and say something along the lines of, I can't talk right now. This is too intense for me. I need to get some distance and space so I can find my balance again. Wouldn't that have been better than this whole ghosting nonsense? Ghosting makes me crazy. Not everybody wants to deal with Casper, but it's just their fears cause them to do that. I mean, it would have been the adult thing to do, to have a conversation with you and explain things, and then you guys could have reached some sort of compromise like adults. But your person's fears is what caused them to do this ghosting thing as well, because they couldn't have this adult conversation with you. And so they chose instead to just shut down and disappear. Again, rude behavior. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to know? What is going on here with this person? Well, this is the Page of Coins, and this is about an offer coming towards you, an offer from your person, and that will come at first in the way of communication, because pages do deliver messages, and this Page of Coins is very much about your person starting to reach out to you with this offer of an apology, an offer to say, hey, let's go out, let's go grab a coffee, let's go grab a meal, let's go for a walk, let's go for a drive, let's drive down to the beach and walk along the beach and start clearing the air so that we can put everything out in the open and start rebuilding this relationship. Now, as well, after you guys start reconciling with your person, this Page of Coins offer could be your person offering, hey, let's take a trip, because this looks like a beach, doesn't it? The Six of Swords is actually a card of taking a trip on the water, around or by the water, across the water, and getting some quality time together, some sweet romantic time for the two of you to start rebuilding this relationship. And this could as well be part of this offer that's coming from your person as you start to rebuild this relationship. Let's see what else we need to know. What else is going on here? What messages does the universe want to share? This is the King of Wands. I love the King of Wands because the King of Wands is always someone that has a plan. And this is basically telling us here that your person is formulating this plan, regardless of their sign, regardless of their gender, because we are reading the energy of what this card means. The King of Wands is a fire sign. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, this can be a place of validation that there's a message in this reading for you. You don't have to be a fire sign or an earth sign, and I should have talked about that when that card came up. Well, I'll go back to that in a moment. You don't have to be a fire sign or an earth sign for this reading to work for you or resonate with you. These readings are for all signs because they are collective readings. This is more about the energy of the card. And very quickly, this Page of Coins is an earth sign, so that is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. But the King of Wands has a plan. And what I love about the King of Wands is they follow through with that plan in terms of executing it, making it happen, figuring it out, and then boom, all of a sudden coming at you with all of this energy, because the King of Wands takes action. The King of Wands is all about fire. There is a lot of passion in this person, and they definitely have their heart on fire for you as well as other things. And the King of Wands sees what they want, and then they go and do it because they're determined, and they will come at you with the strength and the courage of that Seven of Wands with this King of Wands energy as well, because there's going to be a determination in this person to make it happen between the two of you, to plan how they're communicating with you, to figure out what they're going to say, and then follow through with that because this is very much about your person taking control of this situation, which is what you need them to do, because this is about them initiating here, opening these lines of communication between the two of you. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the universe want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear about what's happening here? The Fool. I love the Fool. The Fool is all about starting over and wanting to begin again. And this is the energy of your person coming towards you. This is about them taking a giant step here, coming towards you, taking that leap of faith to get things moving, especially because it's next to this King of Wands. That is a powerful combination of these two cards, because the King of Wands is all about fire, and the Fool is not ruled by a sign, but by the planet Uranus, which is all about expect the unexpected, because anything can happen, especially in terms of this communication coming from your person out of the blue. When you're not thinking about them, when you're not expecting to hear from them. Perhaps you've even given up hearing from them, and that's okay, because anything can shift and change in the moment, because the universe is in constant motion, and how things are right now in this moment is not how they are 5 minutes from now, because anything can shift, anything can change. All it takes is your person figuring out their plan and then following through with that. The Fool is also about a major choice happening, your person taking this leap of faith and deciding to go for it and start getting things moving here. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? The Two of Wands. Well, this is very much about bridging the gap here. And I love this card. I love this Two of Wands card in this deck, because I just see it and I think of the light of the universe shining down to heal this connection between you and your person, because you are at a distance from one another at the moment, whether it is physical distance because you're in a long distance connection, or whether it is distance because there's been no communication between you. This is all about bridging the gap and bringing the two of you closer together. But as well, it is a card that tells us there is a strong spiritual connection between you and your person, because wands are fire, and two wands do indicate two spiritual connections. Well, two spiritual beings in a connection. Let me get that straight rather. So whether you are soulmates or twin flames, please just take it as it resonates. But there is a deep spiritual counterpart connection here between you and your person. This Two of Wands also tells us that your person wants to start talking with you about their long-term goals and long-term plans. They want to share that with you because these plans do include you. There's a lot of fire in this reading today. The Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, the King of Wands. Your person is definitely on fire for you, and they do feel this intense passion for you, but love as well. But your person is going to start taking action here with all of this fire energy, because fire moves very quickly. It doesn't sit still. It gets things unstuck. It gets them out of the stalemate and gets them moving. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe? This is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, more fire energy here. The Three of Wands is a card of longing and your person missing you. Again, that supports that Five of Cups, doesn't it? Actually, the Five of Cups is probably the saddest card in the deck. And with it being with this Three of Wands, it tells us that yes, your person misses you and they're longing for you. But this cloaked figure here, they're standing on the shore and they can see the ship, and the ship is almost to the shore, and the person that this figure loves and is waiting for is on this boat so that they can be reunited. The Three of Wands tells us that this The wait for your person is almost over. They are almost there. They are getting ready to start making their way back to you because they are planning to break this no contact that's here between the two of you. But again, with this Three of Wands, it is also a card of travel, taking a trip, taking a journey. More about a ship again, on the water, around the water. Is anyone going on a cruise? Is anyone going to the beach? Is anyone going to the lake? There is definitely some detail here about some trips coming up for you, perhaps by yourselves, with friends, with family, but also for you and your person as you start to have this fresh start with each other that comes with the Fool. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to tell us today, please? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? This is the Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins is about stability in a relationship, a long-term partnership, because the Ten of Coins is all about commitment, and perhaps even having a family, combining your families, bringing your pet families together. Please just take all of that as it resonates for you and your situation. But your person here has been thinking about this long-term partnership with you. This is something that they have envisioned, and they have always envisioned it since the moment the two of you first met. This has been what they see long-term in this connection with you. They just have to drive it to that place by figuring out what they're going to say to you and then beating a path to your door to make it happen, or picking up that phone and hitting send. Regardless, this is about your person opening these lines of communication with you so the two of you can start talking, because that communication, you've got to clear the air. And you have to, well, your person rather has to make you this offer that comes with that Page of Coins and present this apology to you, and then see if you are willing to start over with them. That is what this is truly about. But your person sees this longevity with you, and they see this partnership with you as something that can truly go the distance. And that Seven of Wands is all about courage. But with this King of Wands energy coming at you, that King of Wands is determined. They're courageous. They are confident. And they do not lack the skills to start talking and saying everything to you that they have always wanted to say, that they have held back from you, perhaps, because they want to see if you are willing to bridge this gap and give them this opportunity to start over. So we'll grab some more cards here and see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to share about this person? What is happening here? What do we need to know? What is going on? What do we need to learn today, please? Ancient oak spirit, strength. Oak trees are so magnificent. Who out there loves oak trees? And we have some sort of night creatures here as well. Perhaps a dragonfly, perhaps some fireflies. There's definitely some luminous lights here. Strength. And there is a strong connection between you and your person. But they're also seeing you as an inspiration. You have always inspired this person. You have lifted them up. You have given them confidence. You have loved them through everything. And they are hoping here that the strength of your love for them is powerful enough for you to forgive them and allow them this opportunity to start over with you. Because as this person wants to have this new beginning with you, they will show you and they will discuss this with you, how they see this relationship and how they have always seen this relationship, with that Ten of Coins being there, as being long-term, and how they plan on building it back with this greater stability than it's ever had before. This is what your person, well, part of what they want to talk to you about, as well as just spending time together, telling you how they made mistakes, expressing to you how much they love you, because they are willing to do what it takes to show back up and fight for this relationship. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to share with us today, please? Dust Devil. Moving out of stagnation. Well, this actually makes a lot of sense with this reading, doesn't it? Because this reading started with the 8 of Wands, and that is all about getting things unstuck, out of this stalemate, out of this place of stagnation, and just coming in and stirring everything up like the Tasmanian devil to get it moving. And that is the energy that's coming towards you. Remember, this is about sudden and swift movement. And when we try to move something out of stagnation, it does take a bit of a push. And this is how your person is going to be coming towards you, with a lot of energy, with a lot of fire, with a lot of love, but also wanting to get things moving. They have spent enough time in contemplation. And we don't have a lot of cards of thinking, soul-searching, contemplation on the table. So this tells us that they are at the place where they're ready to start following through with their plan, which is what they truly need to do. It is time for them to get things unstuck and move this connection between the two of you out of this place where, well, it has been in stagnation. It's been at a stalemate, and it's time to get it out of that, because that is what needs to happen so you guys can ultimately get to this place that comes with that 10 of coins, which is about this union with you and your person, a solid union, a stable partnership. So let's see what else we need to know. What other messages does the universe want to reveal for the collective, please? You're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see results yet. Okay, so this has come up a couple of times in the past week or so, guys, on both channels. And if you don't know our other channel, it is Crystal Vision 1111. I will put a link in the description and pin to the top comment so you can find that channel, where there are daily premieres at 8 p.m. every day of the week. Heaven is working behind the scenes. The people upstairs, the universe, your angels, your guides, whatever that is for you. Everyone has a different expression of how they talk about the people upstairs. That's why I just call them the people upstairs, or the universe people. Things are changing in this dynamic with your person. And we have seen that because while we don't have the cards of transformation on the table, we have cards of your person taking steps towards you, following through with this plan, getting things moving. And although you can't see the 3D manifestation of that happening in your lives yet. Well, some of you can't. Perhaps for some of you, you can. There are some people who do show up in the chat whose person has come back and they are spending time together. Another reason to join us on the premieres, because you can talk to people whose person has returned and you can see that, yes, it is possible. It just takes that spur of the moment decision on your person's part to reach out. But the point I'm making here is, just because you can't see results yet in the 3D reality where you live, it means it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It doesn't mean that things aren't changing. They're just changing within your person. And right now, those changes are between your person, their soul, and their upstairs people. And when it's time for you to see the changes that are happening in your person, they will come at you with all of this energy, because there's a lot of fire energy in this reading, guys. There is a lot of fire here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these cards are fire. That is movement that is getting things unstuck, that is getting things out of stagnation. So the people upstairs are diligently at work in this situation between you and your person and for you and this person, so that the situation between the two of you can come to this place of a solid long-term partnership. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What does the universe want to share with us? What do we need to hear? Healing. Well, yes. And this has been a period of healing, this time where you are preparing for union with your person, for both of you. Your person has been healing. They have been looking at those things within themselves so that they can heal these things that have prevented them from being able to be full on in this relationship with you. But what else is important here is as they start following through with their plan to communicate with you, this will help the healing for both of you. Healing both of your hearts, but also healing this relationship so that it can come to this place of long-term partnership. Let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What other messages does the universe want to share with the collective? What do we need to know? Breaking cycles. Well, yes, this is about breaking cycles of the past, which really supports that healing card, doesn't it? And if your person has been dragging around with them some toxic or dysfunctional behavior cycles from the past, that is something that they needed to work through and release so that they could get things moving between the two of you so that they can have this union with you. This tells us, though, that your person has been healing these things so that they can be this partner who can build a solid relationship with you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? Behind the scenes. Well, very much like we talked about with this mermaid dolphin card here, you're being helped. There are things that are going on behind the scenes and you just can't see them yet. And we can't see them either in the reading because it's something that is very personal between your person, their soul, and their spirit guides and angels and whoever is working with this person. Perhaps it's even their ancestors, because it's between them and their soul. And when your person is ready to share this with you, they will. But again, just because you can't see the outward manifestation in the 3D world where we're living, that things are changing, it doesn't mean that they are not. Because change is something that happens very subtly. Unless, of course, we have a near-death experience. That can make us change really quickly. But change is subtle and it takes time. You guys know leopards don't change their spots overnight. You know that a period of real transformation and growth is something that takes a minute or two. You've gone through your own growth, and perhaps you are probably more spiritually advanced than your person because you had to do your own healing as well during this time that you've been preparing for union. And if you're more spiritually advanced, you're going to assimilate all of those lessons. You're going to experience that growth a lot faster than your person did. They are going through this as fast as they can for their own spiritual and physical well-being. If we try to change too quickly, it can create an out of sync situation in our bodies as well, because our bodies have to catch up to the soul's transformation and change. Hi, Morgana. Have you come to say hello to everybody? So the bottom line here is, guys, have faith that your person is changing and transforming the way that they need to, because they want to get this situation unstuck. They want to break it out of this place of stagnation so they can start making their way back to you because they see this future with you. So let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What other messages does the universe want to share with us? What do we need to know? What is going on with this person? Reminiscing, and they are thinking about you quite a bit. That is why that Five of Cups card showed up, as well as that Three of Wands, which is about them longing for you and missing you. They are thinking about everything about you, and this is why they are longing to reconnect and start reaching out, so the two of you can start rebuilding this relationship. And they know it's time. They're also acknowledging here that it's been too much time. And they do regret as well with that Five of Cups, how long it's taken them to get their act together. But getting their act together is indeed what this person is doing, because this King of Wands energy does not sit still. They follow through. And they get up and they get things moving and they follow through with their plan. And that plan is something that makes sense. And it is a rock solid plan, because this person is thinking about how they're going to get this connection with you to this place of this long-term partnership. Obviously, they know that it needs to start with talking to you. And there are there's 3 cards of communication here. So communication is coming from your person, but it's not just about talking and presenting this offer to apologize to you. It is about wanting to start over and wanting to bridge this gap, because this person sees such a strong potential here in this relationship with you for this long-term partnership, which is what they have wanted. It's what they've longed for. It's what they yearn for. And that's what they are expressing here in this reading. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to share with us? Let's see what else we need to know. What is going on here? What other messages does the universe want to share with us? What do we need to know about what's going on with this person and this connection? Thinking, well, they are thinking about you because they're missing you, they're craving you, and they are desiring you. And that supports that Three of Wands. That is a longing for you. And so they do reminisce, they do think about you, and they spend a lot of time in this space thinking about what they not only should have done differently in the past, but also what they are going to do differently as you rebuild this relationship. And it is about them following through with that. It is about them taking action. It is about them with their follow through and supporting this plan that this King of Wands energy is putting in place, because this person does not want to be without you in their life. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to share with us? What do we need to know? Depth. Awareness. Well, your person has gained much greater awareness about themselves, but they're also acknowledging here that they see you as someone who is so important to them. And they are perhaps also saying here that they did not treat you with the value that they assign to you. They value you is what this is saying, especially with that 10 of coins being here, seeing you as a blessing, seeing you as a gift, seeing you as the one for them. And they didn't treat you the way that they should have treated you. And they're acknowledging this here with this depth card, because they have been able to ascertain by looking at themselves and doing this healing work here that yes, they did need to do things differently, and wanting to make amends for that, and wanting to make sure that as the two of you move forward with this new start, This fresh start that comes with the Fool, they will do the right things, because that King of Wands energy, especially with that Seven of Wands, is someone who is dedicated and determined to make it happen the way it needs to happen in order to get this connection to this place of partnership. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to hear? What's going on here? Beginnings. Try again. New direction and start over. Yes, very much about that Fool card. Your person does want to try again. The new direction is trying this from a new direction with you, a fresh perspective, a different approach, a powerful approach, by being all in with you, by being determined and dedicated to put forth the effort and the energy that's required for this relationship to get it to this place of long-term partnership. But this very much supports the Fool card, wanting to start over, wanting to start again, because the Fool also is the person who is at the beginning of their journey. And this is about your person wanting this journey, especially with it being next to the Two of Wands. Remember, we talked about how that was a spiritual counterpart connection. Whether you are soulmates or twin flames, this is about continuing this journey together with this new beginning, with this fresh start. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What messages does the universe want to reveal? What do we need to know? What is going on here? What is happening? Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. Well, that is all over this reading, isn't it? Why, yes, it is. There is passion all over the place in this reading. With the King of Wands, with the Two of Wands, yes, it absolutely is. And you do have this strong attraction to each other. There is a spark that the two of you felt when you first met one another. And both of you felt it. Both of you experienced it, standing there in that moment when the first time your eyes locked, the first time you looked at each other, the first time you kissed or touched each other. That is all about this chemistry. And it is truly about the alchemy that exists between you. It is the blending of your souls, because your souls have been traveling for many lifetimes with each other, because you two truly do belong together. You always have, and you always will. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to share with us, please? What do we need to know? Love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you. There is communication coming from your person. This is about getting this dynamic between the two of you unstuck so that you can start talking. Communicating is how you have to start to rebuild this relationship. And you're probably really frustrated that you haven't heard from your person, but they are going to be reaching out to you. This is about them wanting to talk. This is about them wanting to start bridging this gap, because it's the only way to fix things. And the other thing, the only way to fix things is by your person embracing this energy of this King of Wands and following through with their plan and doing something about it. Which it looks like that is what they're going to do, because ultimately they see this future with you. Try not to get frustrated, guys. It is really hard to stay in that place of patience and unconditional love, because you want to hear from your person. You're ready to get things moving. But remember, everyone changes at a different rate. Your person is moving through all of this as quickly as they can, because they want to battle their way back to you. And that is evident with that Seven of Wands. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the universe want to share with us? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? Sword and Rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection. Yes, That Seven of Wands is all about protection. That is someone who will protect you. So is that King of Wands. And not only protect you, but protect this relationship. But your person has gained clarity here. While they have been preparing for union, while they have been healing, while things have been happening behind the scenes, your person has awakened so much more to this connection. They see the truth of everything. And sometimes it takes a disconnect for people to wake up and see things clearly, to be able to understand what they need to do, to be able to take the actions they need to take. But this is what's happening for your person because they're determined. They're going to be determined here to get this moving between the two of you. And they understand through this reminiscing as well. They can see where they failed you. They can see where they caused this relationship to fall down. And they want to fix that. This is why they are using this time to break the cycles of the past and heal that stuff so that they can show up and start rebuilding this relationship with you to this powerful place that comes with that 10 of coins, which is all about a stable, long-term partnership. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.